Chapter 8. Subjective date, 8 years before the ball appeared. She came into my office, and I knew at once that she was going to be more than just another client. I'd been suffering all day from the mirror syndrome, but the sight of her stabilized me. I forgot the 37-year-old face my 29-year-old mind had seen in the bathroom that morning. She is a beautiful woman, only 27. I had trouble at first listening to her story. All I wanted to do was look at her. I finally understood that she wanted me to get her husband out of jail on a murder rap. It seemed he'd been in since 1976, real time. She wanted me to get the case reopened, to use the new plea of rehabilitation by retrogression. I was supposed to know that, but I had to take a quick look through my resume before I could tell her what chance she had. Under RBR was the definition of the term, and a notation that a number of people had been released because of it. The main idea behind it is that criminals are not the same people they were before they became criminals, if they have lost all memory of the crime. They've traveled backward to goodness, you might say. Of course, RBR doesn't apply to hardened criminals or to someone who'd planned a crime a long time before it was actually committed. I asked her why she would want to help a man who had killed his mistress in a fit of rage when he'd found her cheating on him. "I love him," she said. "And I love you," I thought. She gave me some documents from the big wreck bag she carried. I looked through them and said, "But you divorced him." "Yes, he's really my ex-husband," she said. "But I think of him as my husband now." No need to ask her why. "I'll study the case," I said. "You make a note to see me tomorrow. Meantime, how about a drink at the Rover so we can discuss our strategy?" That's how it all started. Again. It wasn't until a week later when I was going over some old wrecks that I discovered it was again. It made no difference. I love her. I also love Carol. Rather, a Carol. The one who married me 6 years ago, that is. 6 years ago in memory. But there is the other Carol. The one existing today. The poor miserable wretch who can't get out of the house until I come home. And I can't come home until late evening because I can't get started to work until 12 noon. It's true that I could come home earlier than I do if it weren't for Myrna. I try. No use. I have to see Myrna. I tell myself I'm a bastard, which I am, because Carol and the children need me very much. Tom is 10 and acts as if he's 2. Mike is a 4-year-old in a 12-year-old body. I come home from Myrna to Bedlam every day, according to my records, and every day must be like today. That I feel both guilt and shame doesn't help. I become enraged. I try to suppress my anger, which is born out of my desperation and helplessness and guilt and shame. But it comes boiling out, and then Bedlam becomes hell. I tell myself Carol and the kids need a tower of strength now. One who can be calm and reassuring, and above all, loving. One who can handle the 1,000 tedious and aggravating problems that infest every household in this world because of diminishing memory. In short, a hero. Because the real heroes and heroines are those who deal heroically with the everyday cares of life, though God knows they've been multiplied enormously. It's not the guy who kills a dragon once in his lifetime and then retires that's a hero. It's the guy who kills cockroaches and rats every day, day after day, and doesn't rest on his laurels until he's an old man, if then. What am I talking about? Maybe I could handle the problems if it weren't for this memory loss. I can't adjust because I can't ever get used to it. My whole being, body and mind, must get the same high-voltage jolt every morning. The insurance companies have canceled all policies for anybody under 12. The government's contemplated taking over these policies, but has decided against it. It will, however, pay for the burials, since this service is necessary. I don't really think that many children are being accidentally killed because of the insurance money. Most fatalities are obviously just results of neglect or parents going berserk. I'm getting away from Myrna. Trying to, anyway. Because I wish to forget my guilt. I love her. But if I didn't see her tomorrow, I'd forget her. But I will see her tomorrow. My notes will make sure of that. And each day is, for me, love at first sight. It's a wonderful feeling. I wish it could go on forever. If I just had the guts to destroy all reference to her tonight. But I won't. The thought of losing her makes me panic.